Alright, so in today's video, we are going to be reviewing the John Deere Model B Athearn HO model train set. Train set includes a John Deere F7A unit, a John Deere 40-foot grain car, a 40-foot flat car with the Model B tractors on it, the tank car, and a caboose. Opening the box, you will find the listed items. The first item is the John Deere F7A unit. The second item on the list is the John Deere 40-foot grain car or box car. Shortly after that contains the John Deere flatbed, including two Model B tractors, strapped down with my techniques per se, but regardless, it still comes with two John Deere Bs with Roll-O-Matic narrow front ends. And I'd like to note, they're not bad for details. The front end's a little fat and too wide for my liking, though. Anyways, it's still a tractor. Coming in second to last is the 40-foot, I would imagine, tanker car, which is painted in John Deere colors with the John Deere name on the side. Relatively decent detailing on this one with separately applied items, actually. The handrail, I believe, is separately applied. Not very much for a frame, though. And lastly is the John Deere themed caboose, obviously. But it's also very good detailing, and I'm slightly impressed with all the separately applied stuff, like all the handrails and whatnot, along the front and rear of it. Lifting up the styrofoam, encasing all your HO set items. Below that includes even more items, but in this case, it is your track and power source, and a couple of informational packets, we'll say. Now, I forgot to count how many pieces there were in the set, but I'm going to believe that these are 18-inch curves. There is the big monstrosity of an Athearn DC controller. Definitely big. So included is an instructional pamphlet, which we don't need. I lied. Here's a look of it. Now, off camera, I spotted this with my eye. It was the warranty card, which was still unfilled in there. I'm actually kind of impressed. Honestly, the track kind of felt light, a little bit cheap. I mean, it just didn't really feel the greatest, but for a starter set, it'll do you just fine. And it's pretty easy. All you gotta do is just snap it together from the side, which is probably more bulletproof than the Bachmann Easy Track. Okay, here's your power supply from the transformer to the track, and then there's the transformer right there. I'm coming in a little late, but that's all of it right there. Me trying to remove the plastic. You can pause this here for information on the transformer. And here's the track fully assembled. You can pause the video, but these are the connectors you need to plug into each end respectively. That goes there. And obviously you screw the leads on to the transformer and then plug it in. Getting the locomotive on the track is relatively easy. Just run it over the re-railer and it should work. Flip on the power switch, choose your direction, make sure the power is there, and turn the throttle. And it should move either direction. You may have to mess with the direction switch a little bit to figure out which way you want to go. But, as demonstrated, it should move. Re-railing the cars is just as easy. Alright folks, I'm actually going to start speaking away from the voiceover right now, and considering this thing's at least 10 years old, if not older, and considering the couplers are not NMRA standardized couplers, I'm going to probably assume that it's older than 10 years, but I honestly don't know. That is the one thing I am not really certain about this John Deere train set. But at any rate, I have found out that this locomotive seems to like to want to run around for a few minutes before being warmed up, and it'll reach full speed. Usually if you turn it to about 70, 65, 70 on the, I'm going to call it the throttle control / speedo, it actually starts to get moving then for some reason, but this thing's had its rough bouts, I'd imagine, so I'm not surprised. It's an older set. As you've probably figured out, yeah, there it goes, about 55 works. The Model B Express is somewhat failed because of my stupidity. This was actually tied down properly with the factory straps, we'll say, and then I made a temporary fix, which actually kind of works for the time being. It's not supposed to be a pristine set, but it'll do. This tractor is missing a steering wheel, actually. This one's not, but you get the point. This is a John Deere Model B 2-cylinder tractor with apparently a Roll-O-Matic front end on it, and if you want to go look into that, you can. But that was one of John Deere's innovations in the 50s with the 2-digit series. Actually, no, I'm sorry, with the single letter series. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all have a great one. Not very hard. If you can find this set, I would love to see some videos on it. Tag me or figure out some way to notify me about it, because I'd like to see other sets similar to this one. I'll catch y'all on the next one.